Hello everyone, how are you all keeping? It's been a while since I made a video during the day. Like lately, every time I make a video, it's like after midnight and I'm like already tired of almost falling asleep and I feel like, okay, I cannot go to bed without posting the video. So here you go. Um, Here's a risk disclaimer you can read and pause the video. But today we're gonna talk about Ethereum. The interesting thing, right, is that I didn't even look at Ethereum that closely. I hold a little bit of Ethereum, and just everybody's so bullish on Ethereum that I didn't even consider. Didn't even consider looking at it. And it like, okay, I looked at it a little bit, but I was like, all right, I'm not gonna even focus too much on technicals. Everybody's so bullish. But I just heard this quote from Warren Buffett today. Okay, maybe it doesn't make it's not in direct correct correlation, but I still want to say it. You are not right because 1,000 people agree with you, and you're not wrong if 1,000 people disagree with you. You are right because of the facts, right? So, yeah, it's so easy to just, go with the crowd, just, listen to everybody else and just like, oh, everybody's bullish, so I'm just gonna be bullish. But now, like, I just took a quick pick at this from three charts, and this actually for me it looks freaking bearish. This looks really bearish to me. Okay, just look at this daily chart, right? Okay, we have 50 MA angling down, and you know how much meaning I give to 50 MA. It's the strongest energy, and usually the waves, and I only start counting waves when they start angling down, so like this. So, and usually we make 5 waves, right? And yeah, I'm just putting this as an average. We usually have 5 waves. I start counting when it goes down. These are not any projections with the rest of the waves, but this seems like a first retracement here on number 2, wave 2. And look at this chart, how it's similar to all those charts that are kind of like after pump are being sold off, like Verge. I've actually invested in Verge because of I listened to Phil Kone. It was like, okay, this is a falling wedge. It has a good chance of bouncing and going up. But look, if this doesn't bounce from this 200, wow, this will be really alarming. I'm just gonna sell off with it's gonna be a negative trade, but you have to take some losses. But yeah, just like look at this. There's so many coins that follow this structure, right? Oh, what did I just click? That follow this structure, kind of pump up and then just falling down. For instance, I know these are smaller coins, but still, just if you focus on just the shape, you see like it goes up and then just sells off. I'm actually holding both of these coins. This is why I'm. Okay, this one is more spread out. Okay, this one is closer to real. And they at some point they will turn around. That's a fact. But like, it's not a fact, but probably they will. But yeah, it's just like this a common theme, I would call it, common theme, and crypto with okay, what is happening to the charts here? Where are all the charts? What happened to my charts? Look at this. Somebody came in. What was this? The cartoon Balthazar? What was it? When he was picturing things, painting, and then they become a reality. But look at this. What is this? Where are my charts? Okay, it seems like it's loading. Sorry about that. I don't know what that is. Balthazar got in my computer, but yeah, look at this. Like this actually looks really, really bearish for now, because like we had this. Okay, we're bouncing off of this trend line, and we are in this falling kind of like wedge, but we are not finding a resistance. And if you look at this, there's no resistance no support. This is just like free fall area. If you ask me, this is a free. Next support is here, and then the next one, of course, previous bottom here. And that's pretty much it. You know, in between all of this, you know, we have bounce here, but if we break through this now, you know, this is a key area now to watch. Like, this is kind of like support, which we bounced off quite a, you know, which was a really strong support actually. Look at this, an amazing support, right? Once, twice, three times. Okay, went under, but then we had it confirmed, kind of like we had a, you see, we had confirmed this correction by bouncing off. So this is extremely strong area. I cannot, look at this, you know, 787 around this area, right? This is on Bitfinex, just to make this clear. So look, if we break through this to the downside, wow, then it's just like, wow, how far can we? And this is kind of like a zone, right? So this is a zone. I don't, you know, all the support is never just a line. It's more of an area. If we put this and we make like a nice area in there, it's gonna be nicer, right? Because we see that first it was resistance and then became a support. But if we break under this, oh, you know, then that's danger for Ethereum. Because yeah, then the next support zone is here, you know, all the way down to 650, and then the next one is down here. And just looking at all those other charts that have similar kind of, you know, shape, they usually actually do come back and retest this before they start going up. Because like, yeah, everybody's so bullish on this coin, but like the reality, when I look at this, it's not bullish at all. All right, it doesn't. Not in the near future though. Of course, long term, I have strong faith. Don't get me wrong, I have strong faith in Ethereum. I like what they're doing. You know, it's just an amazing project, an amazing crypto, and all that. But short term technicals, this is what I see. Let's look at like indicators. Don't. Okay, you see this MACD going down. This is actually just zeroing out, which just means that, you know, volume is going down. Although it started picking up a little bit here, and, you know, actually was picking up to the downside, not to the upside. So that just confirms that, you know, I should stop listening to other people that much. You know, just look at the charts and, you know, do my own analysis. Okay, this is actually divergent. Okay, I have to admit that. Okay, look at this is interesting. I'll put this into the daily chart and see if I get anything there. Yeah, so we do have a little bit of divergence here. If you can see, like we made a lower low on price, but I don't, you know, I first want to see these candles close before I call this, you know. 8 hourly, you know, it just closed, one candle just closed. Okay, actually just 2 minutes ago, right? So yeah, looking at this, actually we have a little bit of divergence. So you see, we always have like bullish, and I know it's kind of odd, but it's never black and white. It always has bullish and bearish signals at once, which is kind of odd, but that's the way it is. You see this divergence? Okay, that's a bullish signal. All right, right there. But sometimes, you know, MACD is just zeroing out, just the volume is going out, and this is why it's kind of like making these shapes. And it does make sense as well because we're hitting this support, right? Okay, I want to do snap back. Let's see. Yeah, well, okay, RSI is not divergent, so yeah, see mixed signals. So okay, MACD is indicating reversal. RSI is not indicating reversal. Just the shape, it's not. I don't know. Still look at this chart to the right, to the left. I don't know what it is. Just doesn't want to load. I don't know. Yeah, and let's look closer. This is 160, but we can even put it on 3 hour because I know more people look at 3 hourly. So let's do this. Yeah. Okay, we just had this big sell-off and now we're bouncing up here. Yeah, so definitely an interesting area to watch. Definitely, you know, if this support start breaking, I just see this free falling further down. this, first to this area and then to this area, and more likely even to this area. So yeah, I'm not shorting it as of yet. I'm not doing anything because like it definitely seems like, looking at the candles, that we want to bounce. You just, if you see these candles, right? So they had a strong momentum down, and then you see these wicks, right? These wicks indicate that we want to turn around. And if, maybe we'll just bounce, if we just turn around a little bit and then retest it and then just flush through it, I'm just gonna short it for sure and also sell what I hold. Although it's, actually I'm not gonna sell, I'm gonna invest in this different thing, Eligma, which is ICO, but I'm more of a technical analysis, so I also invest some other coins like this, but I'm more focused on technical analysis. So I don't want to go into that at the moment. So yeah, that was it. So for Bitcoin, oh, this doesn't do anything. What the heck is going on here? Okay, let me refresh this page. All right, now it works. Right. So for Bitcoin, I'm still in a short position. If you were following me, you shorted here, right? I mean, I shorted there. So if you were following me, this is the signal that you got. So I shorted up here. I actually already closed the majority of my position. I only have 25% left. Although it's not 100% true, because also this is on Bitfinex, but I have another platform like a broker where I actually shorted even before that. So that one I still have open. So I actually have more than 25% opened. Because yeah, definitely my target is 50 MA on daily. So yesterday night I made it. It was kind of flattening out, and it's still kind of like, it's still angling down a little bit because the price moved below yesterday's low. So definitely I see this going to 50 MA, because this is 2 trades in a one setup. Because when you have more setups that align, this is a rubber band trade when you have price above 50 MA, but 50 MA is angling down. This is called rubber band. But the reason why I shorted is because of all the divergences and losing the momentum and volume to the upside. So I shorted, and I'm still in. And if you took that trade, it's a beautiful, beautiful trade, because yeah, I entered here, right, and my stop loss was here. So the risk to reward. I'm already to, like, my risk is usually 3%, so I'm already 6% up on this trade because I took profits here and here. And if I would have just left it, it would be already 300%. I mean 9%. But of course, I want to play it defensively. And when it comes to Bitcoin, I was also thinking about this analogy, right? Shorts, long shorts. So I always like to look at this, and I'm sure you've noticed if you're following me on YouTube. I like to look at this chart, which is longs and shorts, right? And you can see how this, and we were talking about this, right? But I was thinking a lot about this, right? So the buyers are going up and up and up, but the price is going down. So this is almost like the bears and the bulls are fighting, right? Okay, I don't know if I will dare to make a picture of bull, just a horn. This is a horn of a bull, right? Yeah, so these are bulls and these are bears. How do I don't know, a pawn, so basically, okay, whatever. These are bears and these are bulls, right? And it's almost like this. The bulls are pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. They want to bring this higher. But it's almost like, let's say in football, right? You have one team, and so let's say that one team is bears. This is one team and this is the other one. So bulls are so aggressive, they're pulling everything in. They're attacking from the first minute on. They're attacking, like, putting all the energy in attack. But the price is not going going higher. So it's almost like bears are just defending, you know. So who is losing more energy? Of course, it's bulls, right? So what happens? Probably they can't keep up with the pace anymore. So the bulls are starting to get tired. You know, they're like, we're trying to put this higher, but it just doesn't go anywhere. But the bears were saving energy up until here. So up until here, if you see, up until here, if you look at the cursors, they kind of like align. So up until here, the seller was going out, so they were just like defending, not doing much, and now sellers are counter-attacking in a sense, you know. So I think that, okay, this is the logic, right? If the bulls are coming in and buying, but the price is not going higher, that is actually a signal that we're going lower. It's quite the opposite, and maybe it's okay. How this doesn't make sense? It does make sense because if the bulls are going in, there's just nobody else to go in. You know, if all the bulls are already in, who else is gonna push the price up? You know, it's just they ran out of steam. You know, they tried their bit, they tried to push this higher, but they couldn't. So there's nobody else left. You know, I mean, if exaggerating, of course, there are still buyers, but definitely the bears were defending, and now bulls are exhausted. So I really see this like easily falling back to 50 MA, but potentially even lower. Right, 50 MA on the daily that was. So let's look at the daily. Yeah, so this is definitely my target, 10,000, you know, around 10,200, and here, this zone. And also what aligns with this beautifully is Fibonacci. If you put a Fibonacci in there, you get exactly 618, right, here in this zone. So this zone, you know, of course, there's never, nothing is certain in trading. That's a fact, right? But I definitely think this is a higher probability thing that it will happen, that we will test this area. And after we test this area, you know, we'll see what happens. We might have a strong reversal and push this higher, but due to all the facts, you know, we'll see. Although I still think we are bound to go lower as well after this, right? Okay, so that was a kind of like Bitcoin, Ethereum focused video. We had a little bit of analogy there with bulls and bears and football, and how the bulls are out of steam and there's nobody else to buy. So hope you like that. And if you have any questions, requests, you know, I'm always, you know, I'll be happy to reply. I'll be happy to take your comments in considerations, and just thank you for following my channel. Please like and subscribe. I'm so grateful for all of you guys, and I really hope that you're doing great. All right, all the best.